Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this channel, we are going to talk about or do about some stuff that we do in computer science class. Okay? So, in computer science, we have like a bunch of things. Computer science and computer programming is two different things. Computer programming involves creating instructions for the computer to follow, and it involves writing code that the computer can translate and understand. And it involves making really cool programs and applications for people. That is computer programming. Computer science is involved in the ideas, concepts, and mathematical principles behind computer programming. So there is a bunch of programming languages like C++ or C, C++, C#, Java, JavaScript, PHP, Python, Swift, and Ruby. But we are going to learn about Python. Okay? So this lesson is about Python. So first, you will need to install this Python right here, and go to download right here, and then you click the latest one, and it will appear like this. Oh, I just noticed. Okay, I didn't want it to do that, but okay. Okay. So, and then the idle will be looking like this once you open it, and then go to File and New File, and this is your two stuff that you will need for the program. Alright? Okay. Okay. So we're gonna learn about Hello World. Hello World is Python is very simple language and has a very straightforward syntax. It encourages programmers to program without boilerplate. Prepare code. The simplest directive in Python is to use the word print. The directive. It simply prints out the line and also includes a new line, unlike in the programming language C. Okay? So there are two major Python versions. There are Python 2 and Python 3. Python 2 and Python 3 are quite different. There's tutorial using Python 3 because it's more semantically correct and supports newer features. And for example, one of the difference between Python 2 and Python 3 is the word print statement. In Python 2, the print statement is not a function, and therefore it is invoked without parentheses. However, in Python 3, you need to use open bracket and close bracket when you invoke the paragraph. You must. It is the function that you have to do, or it won't be print. So this word is print. So we're going to open the bracket and we're going to use the quotation mark and say this line will be printed. Like that. Okay, and when you run it, you have to save it. So I'm going to save this this Python page to YouTube channel number 1. And it's gonna be on my programming, and then purple, save, and see, this line is printed right here. Good. Indentation. Oh no. Oh, it does that. Okay. Where's the thing go? Okay. No. So, indentation. Python uses indentation for blocks instead of curly brackets. The blocks read like this instead of this one. Instead of this one, we do block, like square brackets. Both tabs are spotted, but the standard indentation requires standard Python code to use 4 spaces, which is the word tab. 1, 2, 3, 4 is equal as tab. Okay, so on your keyboard there is a tab button on the left side of your keyboard, and on top, right above of the cap lock. Okay, so for example, it'll be like, so we're learning variables. So if statement. So if x is equal to 1, and if x is equal to 1, it would be indented 4 spaces and say print x is 1. So when you space it, it's not gonna work. Oh, hold on. Because you know what you did wrong? You did not put the bracket right here. And then if you print it, x is 1. It'll be just like that. So we're going to do some exercising. Okay? So use the word print command. Use the print command to print the line hello world. Everyone, use that. Right now. Ready to do it? Okay, so it will look like this code right here. And then when you print it, say hello world. Okay, next we're going to learn about variables and types. So Python is completely object oriented and not statically typed. You do not need to declare variables before using them or declare their type. Every variable in type is an object. This tutorial will go over a few basic types of variables. Okay, so we're gonna learn first. I'll just delete that and do it again. Reopen. New file. So we'll learn about numbers. Okay. So Python supports two types of numbers: integers and floating point numbers. So integer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But the floating numbers is 1.0, 1.9, or something like that. It's a point. It's a floating number. Okay. And it also supports complex number, which will not be explained in this tutorial. Okay. So so I'm gonna print out like my int as my integers is equal to 7, and then I'm gonna print the word my int, and if I run it, I have to save it again because I kind of exit the website, the idle. So I'm gonna do YouTube programming lesson 1. Oh, I do have like a bunch of them. So it will print out like this, number 7. Okay. Okay. Now, to define a floating point number, you may use the one of the following notation. So, like, let's say my float is now 7.0. Okay, 7.0 is the same as 7. I'm gonna print my float. Okay, and I'm gonna do my float is equal to float 7, and print my float is going to be printed out. This will be printed out number 7.0. Two of them. Why is it printing out 2 of them? Do you know why? Because on my code it says to print 2 of them. My code says. So like printing on this one right here, 0.0, and this is my float 7. and it'll be also same as my float. It'll be same 0.0. Okay, now we'll learn about strings. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on here so you guys can learn or review some stuff. But this is going to be strings. So I say my string is equal to hello, and print my string. So let's print that first. Say hello, right? And then I'm going to do my string is equal to hello. And then print my string. So it's going to print in a different way. But it has this one has only one quotation, and this has two double quotations, single and double. What will happen? Hello, hello. Okay. So the difference between the two is using double quotes and makes it easy to include apostrophe, and whereas these would terminate the string if using a single quote. So let's do it again. I'm going to put this in a hashtag. Hashtag is the comment. So my string is don't worry about apostrophes and print my string. And when I do that and then press run, it'll be don't worry about apostrophes. There are additional versions defining strings that make it easier to include things such as carriage returns, backslash, and Unicode characters. They are beyond the scope of this tutorial, but they are covered in the right here. So simple operators can be excluded on numbers and strings. So let's do 1 is equal to 1, 2 is equal to 2, and 3 is equal to 1 plus 2. And if I print 3, it's going to be printing 3, because 1 plus 2 equals 3. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna be so I don't think my internet is working right now, but let's do some stuff. So let's say so just programming, oh no, so just programming a bunch of things that we just learned about. So what does the Python do? Python is a general purpose programming language typically used for web development. Python allows for storing data after the user has navigated away from the page or closed the browser, unlike HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Using Python commands, and you can create or update or store and retrieve this data in a database. So for example, imagine I wanted to create a local search and rating site like Yelp.com. Okay, so Yelp.com. And say that the reviews users write and are stored in a central database. Review authors can find their reviewers. Okay, right? So so this is Python. We're learning about Python. Okay. So I'm gonna give you guys a tip. You can generally confirm the front-end programming language used by any major website with built-in available at www.builtwith.com. After entering the website address in the search bar, look under the framework section for Python. Note that website may use Python for backend service not visible to build with. So try that, guys. Try your best. So we'll do styling and spacing. So you're gonna print a line asking for your first name. So like take user input and the raw input and say what is your first name and save it to the first name variables. Transform any input text into uppercase, and then the test the user input if it equals NIK or any names that you put. The code will print you may enter, otherwise it will print nothing to see here. Okay, so try that, guys. This only works on the Python 2, Python 3. I don't think my internet is working. Very not working. Okay. So it'll be look like okay, my internet is working back on. With the 5G? Huh, okay. That's a surprise. Okay. So this code printed out the number 3, right? And we're gonna print the word hello world. So hello is equal to hello. The world is equal to world. And hello world is equal to hello plus quotation plus plus world. And then you're gonna print hello the world. Then if you run it and save it, it's gonna be 3 hello world. Okay, assignments can be done done on more than one variables. Simultaneously on the same line like this. So I'm gonna erase this if you guys are done. And I'm gonna delete that. So A and B is equal to, let's say, 5 and 6. And you're gonna print A and B. What's gonna happen? It's gonna copy all this one too. So it's gonna be 3 hello world and something else. 5 and 6, right? But notice that these two 5 and 6 are not 56. It's space. So 5 and 6 like that. Okay. So mixing operators between numbers and string are not supported. So did you know that? And I'm gonna be comment. This will not work. How is it not gonna work? You'll see this. 1 is equal to 1. 2 is equal to 2. Okay. Hello is equal to hello. And if you print 1 plus 2 plus hello, do you think it's gonna work? Well, I commented it's not gonna work. Let's see. No, it's not gonna work. The line 6 in module, so this thing, so you need to unsported operand and types like plus, equal, please, plus, and like, what's that called? The 2 dots, and int or string. Okay. Oh no. Open. Okay. So I'm gonna give you an exercise. Exercise 1 that we just done. So the target of this exercise is to create a string, an integer, and a floating point number. The string should be named myString and should contain the word hello. The floating point number should be myFloat and should contain the number 10.0. And the integers should be named myInt and should contain the number 20. Okay, so I'm gonna so the target So it will look like this. Oh no. Okay. So this is the stuff you need to do. Please do this exercise and comment down below if you got it or didn't got it. I'll do mine too. Make sure to comment this. So my string is the word hello. And my float is the word 10.0. And my int is 20. Okay. And then testing code. Are you guys done? You may need to use the if statement and remainder. Print. Okay. So I did my work like this. So it says create a string, an integer, and a floating point number. Like that. And string name should be hello. Floating number point should be 10.0. And then my int number should be 20. Like that. Perfect. And I said my pointing number would be hello my string 10.0 and like that. So if I run it, why is that getting your error? It's getting your error. Why is that? Can you guys guess? This right here. If I do this, it give me an error. If I do this one, it give me an error. So I want to fix it. How do you fix this? If something like this happened to you, how do you fix? Oh, wait. Okay, what is this? Okay, so it was like this. And then my new code was like this. This part right here, this part right here is different. What is different? I found it. The quotation mark is different. So we're going to delete this because I don't need the one. And it's still not working for this one either. And this one like that. That is the wrong thing. And it will be like that. When it says hello isn't working. Why isn't my hello working? It should be string is hello. No, this thing is not working. Why is it not working? Oh my gosh. Oh, it wasn't working either? Okay. And it works. Alright, so it will be hello and 10.0 and integer will be 20. Okay. Next we're going to learn about list. So lists are very similar to arrays. Okay. So they can contain any type of variables and any type of contents, as many variables as you wish. List can be also iterate over in a very simple manner. So let's write an example. So my list is equal with the bracket, square bracket, and my list dot append is 1, and my list dot append is 2, and my list dot append is 3. And I'm going to print those lists. So print my list, let's say 0, and print my list 1. And then print my list 2. And then for x in my list, and print X. So what's gonna print out? It's definitely going to print 1, 2, 3, right? So I'm gonna put a comment right here. Prints out 1, 2, and 3. And then right here for this one, it prints 1, and this one it prints 2, and this one it prints out 3. And if you run it, the my is not defined. Huh? What? Oh, wait, there it is. So you need to be very, very careful when you do it. So it's be 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Because 1, 2, 3 right here, and 1, 2, 3 right here. So I should just hold on, like that, and it will be more understandable, like that. So between these 3 and 1, it has to be space on it. So accessing an index which does not exist generates an exception, an error. It's going to give you an error. So my list is 1, 2, and 3. And if you print my list 10, it's going to give me an error. Because there is no number 10 or 9 in this code. So I'm going to give you guys an exercise again. So this lesson was about list. Okay. So in this exercise, you will need to add numbers and strings to the correct list using the append list method. Okay. And then you must add the number 1, 2, and 3 to the number list. So must add the numbers 1, 2, and 3 to the numbers list. And the word hello and the world to the string variables. The word hello and world to the string variable. You also need to find. You also have to. You will also have to fill the variable's second name. So fill in the variable second name like this. What's the second name in the name list? in a like this, okay? Using the square brackets operator. Alright, so note that the index is 0 base. So if you want to access the second item in the list, its index will be 1. Alright. So I'm gonna plug in with you. Let's do this one together. So number is a square bracket. Strings is a square bracket. And names, let's do, who should we do with the names? Any names? Let's do John. Let's do Eric. And lastly, Jessica. I don't know these people. Okay. Like that. So we don't write your code here in this white spaces. Okay. So numbers dot append. Why there's a S at the end? Because you put it like that. If this didn't work, if you put only the number on it, it's not gonna work. You need to put the S at the end. So it will be 1 because it says 1, 2, and 3 number list. And then numbers dot append will be 2 numbers with 3. And we do string dot append is hello, and string dot append is world. And let's do with the second name. Second name, let's see, second name using the name list. Which one are you going to do? So in this list, we are using the word caterpillar. Caterpillar is like this. So it will start with 0, not 1. So when there's a number like that, so we count the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But in this code, we count 1 like that. Okay. So I'm gonna put. Let's put 1 here. Then this code should we don't know what the name list is going to be, so I'm just gonna put the brackets right there. So I'll tell you after. And I'm gonna put numbers, and I'm gonna print strings, and then print the second name on the name list is ready? String not defined. Why? It says right here. It says 1, 2, 3, hello world, and the second name on the name list is Eric. Why is that? It says do 3 here, but there's no number 3 name as number 3. And if I change this to, if I add another name from the club, and then it says 3, and then this is 3. Many lists as you want. Let's add joy. Let's add happy. Let's add Holly. Let's add Molly. And then we're gonna do five. Then second name was not second name. So name on the name list is Happy. Alright. So we were going to learn about basic operators, but I don't think there's a time left. So make sure to guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I hope you guys enjoy this learning computer programming, science, and stuff. Alright. So I hope you guys next time, and be safe out there. Stay social distance. Peace out, guys.